was wrong. He's still wrong. Baby girl, you're still a flower.
Hello, hello, Rose reporting tonight to really get skin deep with you all. So tonight I'm going to be talking about product absorption. So before I get started with showing you how to increase your product absorption with a bit of manual massage that you can do on yourself, I want to talk about the basic rules of product absorption. So rule number 1 is that a clean skin will absorb more than an unclean skin. By a clean skin, I mean using a good cleanser that's not imbalancing your pH, and a cleanser that is suitable for your skin type. If you have too many oils and they're not removing all those oils are going to obstruct the products from penetrating. Rule number 2 of product absorption is that a hydrated skin will definitely absorb more product than a dehydrated skin. Rule number 3 is that a skin that has an intact hydrolipidic film, that protective layer that we have over our skin that's made up of water and oil, an intact hydrolipidic film will absorb more than a skin with a broken or weak hydrolipidic film. Rule number 4 for product absorption is that a normal thickness of the skin will absorb best, and a thin skin and a thicker skin will both have a harder time absorbing product. And finally, rule number 5 is a balanced pH of the skin will absorb better than an imbalanced pH. So, ending on that note and starting on the note of pH balance, we are going to start by applying a toner after perfectly cleansing the skin. I've cleansed and exfoliated tonight. I'm going to use the Hydrmucine treating mist. Mine comes in a spray bottle, so I'm just going to spray that right onto my skin. And just a fair warning tonight, I'm going to be a little bit excessive with product use. I don't suggest using this many serums in one sitting, but just kind of to prove a point tonight to how much we can make penetrate into the skin, I'm going to go for it. So I don't want my toner to dry up. The whole point of your toner is to balance the pH of your skin, so I'm just going to make sure that it's gone everywhere. And again, you do not want it to dry. So I'm going to go straight with my vitamin C serum by Nelly. I like to apply my serums directly onto the skin, like that we're wasting the least amount of product possible. And I'm really just going to apply this one. It's aqueous, so I'm going to start by applying all of my aqueous products, my water-based products first. So this vitamin C serum is really rich in antioxidants, and it is safe for the eye contour, and it's brightening, and I have some hyperpigmentation around my eyes, so I definitely want to get it there. When we're working the eye contour, we want to stay onto the brow bone. We don't want to go too close to the eye. And I still definitely feel a film, and this is just one serum, and I've already excessively used it. So I'm just going to do some piano tapping, and this piano tapping here is really going to enhance the penetration of the product. Stimulating blood flow and allowing the product to really penetrate. All right, now I can't even rub anymore. It's kind of like pulling. So I'm going to go with my next serum. I've got the NIP+FAB serum with dragon's blood. Again, applying it directly to my skin, and yes, I am being excessive. This one is very hydrating, but I also find it's very stimulating. For that reason, I'm going to completely avoid the eye contour. I feel it working. I feel the tingling. It's almost like a slight stinging sensation. And I do get a little bit of redness, but that's not a bad thing. Dragon's blood is very stimulating. So when we're stimulating blood flow, we're stimulating reparation in the skin. I've already stimulated the product absorption with the piano tapping before, because this one's going in very quickly. So I'm going to go back to that piano tapping. On the cheeks, we can use our full fingers. And on the forehead as well. And then in the smaller areas, we're going to just use our fingertips. And that's it. Now, my Hydrmucine serum. This one I can also go to the eye contour with, so I will. Still an aqueous product, still in an aqueous phase. And this one honestly penetrates so quickly into the skin, I don't even have time to do any type of tapping. It's already there. I have applied all of my aqueous serums. That's 3 serums. Again, guys, this is very excessive. I'm trying to prove a point. Now I'm going to get into my more lipidic phase. And finally, I'm gonna lock everything in. So all winter, I have been using the Collin's Daily Ceramide Comforts. They're little capsules. So this size comes with 75. What we do is we use 1 full capsule. When we've got an oily product that's encapsulated, it's to make sure that the product stays as fresh as possible until you apply it to your skin. So it's very important that you use the whole thing, that you don't use part of it and then leave the rest for tomorrow. And that goes for any type of ampoule or any type of one-time use type of product. You really want to apply the whole product, work it into the skin, and then seal it in with your moisturizer. So I'm going to open that up. And once again, I don't want to put it in my hands. I really want the most of it to go onto my face. So I'm going to apply it everywhere on my face. And we're going to get that worked into the skin as well. Just to make sure I've got all of it, and squeeze the rest onto my fingertips. So you're going to see that the way the hands are sliding over my skin is a little bit different now. It's an oil, so I definitely have more gliding action. And I'm going to take the opportunity to show you some anti-aging massage maneuvers with all of this glorious oil. So I'm going to start once again with some piano tapping to get everything kind of going, to get the blood flow going, to get everything going. Alright, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some fanning movements. To do a fanning movement, you really want to make sure you're going up and not down. You want to work against gravity. I'm going to go slow motion for you to see exactly what I'm doing. You really want to lift your skin with each one of your fingers, one by one, in a fanning motion. So that's going to be your slow-mo. And your regular speed at which you should be doing it is this right here. So you're going to alternate from cheek to cheek. And yes, you're going to see some redness developing. That's stimulation. You're stimulating blood flow, which means collagen and elastin production. All these beautiful things. The way that my cheek kind of shakes and falls, that's exactly what you're looking for when you're fanning. All right, the next one. You got little muscles here in your chin. Just massage those in a circular motion. And then pull everything upwards all the way towards your temples. Never down, always up. We're fighting against gravity. Now for the forehead. Again, you want to stretch up. You can also go from temple to temple. Don't be scared to apply a little bit of pressure. You also got a nice muscle underneath there that gets very stressed by facial expressions. So you can smooth that muscle out. Then you can do a little figure 8. And again, you're really sticking to just the brow bone. Believe it or not, this oil has all penetrated already. Finally, to do a little bit of drainage underneath the eyes, just going to stretch it out very lightly. It's going to help clear up some bags, some discoloration. I'm going to continue showing you some massage maneuvers when I get to my cream, because this is literally all penetrated into my skin. Let's go into some specific care. I'm using my Cohr New Youth Lip Care. It's very important we not neglect our lips. Alright, back to the eye contour. You want to apply the bulk on your crow's feet or where your crow's feet will be. Remember, this is all about prevention. And you can do some circular motions to massage it in and to spread it up to the brow bone. Also do a little bit of pinching going towards your nose, and then smoothing and draining towards the temples. So again, that's pinching towards your nose and smoothing towards the temple. And now that's also penetrated. Finally, tonight I am using my new Nutriderm cream by Collin. I take my moisturizer. I did take an excessive amount once again. I will also be massaging my skin with it, so I'm gonna need a little bit more. All right, I wanna start activating that again. I'm gonna go back into my fanning just for a second here, just to kind of get my circulation going again. When you're working on the neck, don't be shy to go all the way to the back and onto your chest a little bit too. And you can go in a downwards motion on your neck, but you can also go upwards. Now that my skin is once again ready to receive, look at that redness. Just a little bit, just enough that I know that the blood is flowing and that all the ingredients are being received. So I can do some pinching. You're gonna go from the corner of your mouth, and you're really going to pinch your skin. You're getting into your zygomatic muscle. You're going all the way to your ear. You're kind of pinching and making your index and your middle finger run your thumb along that muscle. Now you have two zygomatic muscles. So you want to target them both. The next one is going to be here from the corner of your nose going towards the temple. What this is doing is that it's preventing your muscles from detaching from the bone, sagging, causing more aging. I'm all about that prevention. There's a very specific reason why I'm only doing this on one side of my face. I really want to show you the difference that it's making. The increasing of the circulation. There's no redness here and here, but that's what we want. That's a good thing. Unless you have a very sensitive skin, that's when you should be avoiding this type of massage. It's a little bit too vigorous. But if you've got a normal skin type, no circulatory disorders, no acne. Another massage you can do on your forehead, especially if you're starting to get some lines, is that same thing I was just doing, but right into your lines. You're kind of looking to plump out your lines. A good way to help prevent that super angry number 11 frown line here is to work the tissue. You're kind of making an S with the skin. You've got these little muscles called the corrugator right there that allow you to make that beautiful frown. And so we want to smooth that out and relax those muscles. Now for your nose, you know we often neglect the nose. And that's often a place where we'll have some flaking skin here in the corners. So just don't forget to really go and hydrate in the corners of your nose. And if you have blackheads in the corners of your nose and your product is made for oily skins, well, that's gonna help dislodge them. So it's really important you don't neglect that a little nook here, that little corner. Next, we've got this muscle around the mouth that'll give us the kissing lines or the smoking lines, whatever you want to call them. So we also want to help relax the orbicularis oris, this muscle. My skin tonight. Oof. And there we have it. Now finally, the last thing that I do before I'm completely done is that excessive product that I may have left on my hands. I put on the back of my hands because that's a place where we age a lot and that we neglect often. So make sure you take the rest of those products that are left there and you spread it to the top of your hands. Give yourself a little hand massage. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. Don't forget to subscribe and to follow me on Instagram and on my Twitter account and to like my page on Facebook. And don't be shy to hit me up with any questions or any comments. And if you tried this yourself and you enjoyed it, or you have anything you want to add or you want to discuss it, please don't be shy to comment. I will definitely reply. And on that note, love your skin, love yourselves, and have a good night.
Look, my beloved, you glow.